Oh no!
No!
Ring!
Hello everyone and welcome to another reaction right here on Dedicated to Art to one of the Schmoedown matches. I am as usual your host, Kees Cornelissen, with my usual panel, at least for the moment. Chris is here, Nico's here, Irina is here, and we're going to react to JTE, or JTE, however you want to say it, versus Jonathan Harris in a stipulation match.
Well, the famed Ecuadorian film reviewer Joshua Tapia.
Exactly. The winner of this match will become Lon Harris's partner and continue their run-in teams. Both teams have shown to be successful, but the question is, which is the better one? Which is the better teammate? And that is what we're going to see today in this stipulation match. So, Chris, you already spoke. The famed Ecuadorian reviewer. What are your thoughts on this match today?
Look, Jonathan, I love your personality. I love your character. With when you and Lon get together and do your thing, it's wonderful. You don't have a prayer. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. Well, there's a reason that this video is only 36 minutes long.
Oh, it is.
So, yeah, I think you might be right in that regard. Nico, do you agree or disagree with Chris?
You hear me talk a lot about knowledge of movies versus knowledge of the game. And JTE has both, essentially. Like, he has rules for this game named after him, for one thing. So he's been a student of the game for the longest time, to the point that the game sort of became a student of
or
him.
Victim?
Ha! Touche.
Both,
Touché.
but I feel like there are just some movies that Jonathan has not seen yet, whereas JTE has made countless efforts to watch as many movies as he can. He would not have gotten to that lengthy run of title defenses with the Patriots if not for his knowledge of movies. So I feel like it's a good time for JTE to come back. I feel like he's got a win in store here. Plus, I heard he's working on promoting a new children's book he's writing. It's called Geppetto and the Jew Bear. So,
Yes! Oh, that's amazing.
so yeah, I'm going with the famed Ecuadorian film reviewer and scooter crash test dummy JTE.
Oh, God. Okay, that wins the video. Nico, you just won the video. Irina, thoughts on this match?
Do you want me to follow that?
Thoughts on the match?
JT. Okay. The thing is, I know he's gonna win. Do I want him to win? I want him to win for himself, but I don't want him to be Lon Harris's team partner because I love the Patriots. I know they're not coming back.
They're not coming back.
I know they're not, but it's sad. But he's gonna win, and it's gonna be fun.
Well, like, for me, it's, like, difficult. Like, I think JTE will win, but if you ask me the question, who would I want as Lon's teammate, I don't know, because the Harris brothers have just been so much fun to watch. And we've only seen Lon and JTE match up once where they had, like, an easy matchup. So it's like...
They had the Wild
Yeah,
Bears.
exactly. So it just shows that, okay, they know a lot, but are they the more entertaining team out of the one? So, like, in that regard, I'm not sure if I actually want JT to win this one, but he's probably gonna. So, yeah, the entire panel is unanimous in this case. JT is gonna win, and it's probably gonna be a KO or TKO.
Yeah.
But let's just hope for a fun and entertaining match in this case, I think.
Oh, it will.
Because these guys can at least talk. We know that. And sometimes mispronounce things. So... we're gonna just press play on this video in 3, 2, 1, play.
Roca.
Hey, John.
Okay.
Yes.
I've been hearing a lot of things about you, man. A lot of talk in the wind, a lot of chatter, a little Riley action, a little Merle action talking you up. I gotta tell you something. I don't buy it. I don't buy this change that's supposedly happening. I don't think I forgot that you sicked your dog on me to tackle me in one of our matches. You can't even take your sunglasses off to look at me. Give me the respect I deserve as a 2-time champion.
John, here's the thing.
Oh, he did that.
I don't need the Horseman, okay? I don't. It's no disrespect. You or your guys, obviously, I'm very close to Riley. You know, I'm happy about that. But I'm doing my own thing. I'm focused on winning a title. And the only thing you and I have in common is that Andrew Guy is our enemy. And all I want to do is destroy that fool. Now, does that make us allies, John? I don't think so. Does it mean we're fighting on the same side of this war? I think it does, brother. So I'll see you out there.
The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
No.
Damn it.
I like this.
Again. It broke our hearts.
Marina,
Oh.
you know that at Houston,
Yep.
Ben's gonna betray everybody and go back to Andrew, and they're both gonna go back to their stupid little thing.
Crispy cannot hear you.
With the pit boss, Ken Knapsack.
Yeah. Ken, I mean, look, you talk about bad blood, you talk about feuds. We've got one.
Get ready for a lot of food and
It's
marriage
starting off
references
here
from Ken.
between part of the Harris brothers, Jonathan Harris, who had a nice little run
And a lot of
last year.
7-Eleven. Don't forget the
They
7-Eleven.
made it to the finals of the tournament
I-
and had a shot at
Or the
even more
Capri
competitive
Sun.
shot this year.
What?
And,
Never forget
absolutely.
Capri
He
Sun.
was called out.
There's a callback for you.
Yeah,
Capri
I
Sun.
am too. One by the name of the littlest of evils. He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
Timer.
JTE.
His return, the famed
There we go.
Ecuadorian film reviewer is returning to the game, and he left with an injury that was not related to the game, or was it? Can you tell me that one of the Harris brothers didn't push him off that scooter?
Well, I can tell. At this point, I cannot confirm that.
I
because
want someone from TriviaSD.com to write that article.
I'm telling you right now.
Triviani, get on
If you
it.
looked at what happened. If you watched that scene, you saw it. But Lon and Jonathan were talking about getting themselves back to the title picture, and then from off of camera, you hear "Over my dead almost body," and it was JTE. He pops in there and he has a challenge. Emma Fife says, enough of this. Here's what's going to happen. Here are the stipulations. Today, if JTE beats Jonathan Harris, then the evil geniuses will reform and go back to 1-0. And Jonathan Harris will then become the manager. However, if Jonathan Harris wins today and beats JTE, he gets to pick JTE's teammate for the remainder of the season, and that could be bad news for JTE.
This is just as many choices in a Panera menu.
I forgot about
pick
that.
One, pick two, pick three. I love all these options in
wanna
front of us
see
here.
that.
There's a lot of pressure
But
on
that means
both
that
players in
JTE
this
will
match.
lose.
There are, because if you look at what happened, JTE and Lon Harris for that first match as Evil Geniuses looked scary. They beat up the Wildberries pretty bad, and everyone thought they were making them. I picked them to win the whole tournament last year, but
I had them in the
JTE
semifinal.
decides that he wants to ride things without helmets, and because of that, it took him out of the season. And now he's back. And I don't know if he'll be wearing a helmet today, but we're going to find out. And they had a lot. I mean, they had a lot to talk about with each other. Here we go.
Brand new squad called the Evil Geniuses.
I am excited. These two together, it's like a vacuum at a bus station. I don't know how it's going to work.
What?
I really feel like we have a chance to go to the top. I feel like we got a chance to win the title here, maybe hold it for more than a year and a half.
Maybe not the most natural team up I've ever seen, but that's not what Anarchy's all about, and they're proving it so far in the tournament. At last I heard, it was JTE and Lon Harris.
Well, that got thrown out the window when JTE got himself on one of those stupid bird scooters. He got injured from it. Lon Harris reaches out and gets his brother, another professor, to go ahead and compete, hence the Harris brothers.
Low pan.
And your winner!
We shall definitely return as the Harris brothers.
Okay, I have a question.
So much more educated,
Is
so much
Jonathan
more
an actual
uplifting.
professor?
We could not possibly stop now.
Or are they just calling him a professor?
Over those illegitimate titles, and those titles will be ours.
Indeed.
Over my almost dead body.
How long have you been standing?
Literally, I gave you a pathway to the title. We would have won that thing easily. I'm here to challenge you to a match.
I understand that there is a little bit of an argument as to who should be Lon Harris's partner in the Schmoedown going forward. I understand JTE.
I want to challenge this guy and I want to take him out of this league, and I want to go on the run that we were supposed to go on and win those titles.
I'll work it out with Sam for you guys to play one another. If you win, JTE, then the Evil Geniuses will be a team again. You'll revert to your original record of 1-0.
Oh, delightful.
Jonathan will continue in this league as your manager. If Jonathan does win, since JTE, you are so
Why is the
confident
camera
that will
spinning
not happen,
around them so much?
Jonathan will get to choose
For
your
effect?
partner for the remainder of the Schmoedown season.
I'm not even worried about that because it's not going to happen.
Aren't you a pair of Bob Lambers?
I don't know.
Delightful.
Probably not.
I don't know what either of you are saying.
Yeah, last 3.
I'm back. I was in my hospital struggling to learn how to walk again over a month ago, and the Patriots won another Super Bowl. And immediately I walked out of my wheelchair and I went directly to the Schmoedown commissioner, whoever it is these days. And I was like, get me back in here because I've been watching on my TV. These guys called the Evil Geniuses, we were ready to win the title. We were on our way. We were 1-0. It wasn't even a challenge. Then all of a sudden, I see they replaced me with this brother, Jonathan Harris. The guy doesn't know what he's talking about.
This fool, this braggart, this know-it-all imbecile, JTE, probably stands for just tepid engagement with cinema. Just boiling engagement with cinema.
As I sit here, I'm not even fully 100%. I still have a cracked tooth, okay? But you know what? That's not
Yeah,
going to
we can
stop me.
see that.
I cannot sit by and watch somebody so talented as Lon Harris being dragged down by his brother. Maybe his parents called him and said, listen, you got to let your brother play. But he's just not up to snuff.
The Harris brothers have gotten together, perhaps born out of tragedy, but no, we are together for the long run. We are together to win match after match, to win a title. I am not just going to let you walk in here and take what is rightfully ours, mine and my brother's, just like Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade, except that was him and his father, and it was against the Nazis. It was a very different situation. But this is
I think we have a twin situation. I think all the good genes went to Lon Harris.
I was thinking,
and
where
the
is he
Danny
going
DeVito
with
genes
this?
went all to John Harris.
Does JTE's
Ooh.
knowledge scare me at all? If knowing all of the characters on the Disney Afternoon's Tailspin scares me, then sure, I'm shaking in my little cartoon boots. You might know a few things about the Muppet Babies, sir. Very proud of you. You are going up against a titan of cinematic knowledge here, and you want me to manage you? No,
But
no,
nobody
no.
remembers
I'm
the
going
Titans.
to win this match, and I'm going to pair you with the little girl.
Not
who
in the
played
Schmoedown, they
Queen
don't.
Sue. Not who she is today, the little
If I had a
girl.
drink, I
John
would
Harris,
drink for that joke,
listen,
though.
man, your time is
My
done.
water will suffice.
Your older brother let you play with the big kids for a little while. But it's time for you to go back and play with your Legos or your encyclopedia, whatever you thought was a good time as a kid. And it's time for us to go in here and kick some ass. John Harris, you are going down.
You are going up against two men with names, Lon Harris and Jonathan Harris. Our parents bestowed us with full names, not just initials. Sir, you swung on your last bird.
One.
Who knew Jonathan had it in him?
If you put me on a tricycle
That's-
and have me wheeled down
we
the street,
knew.
I think I'll be okay.
I mean, how much did you love them talk during
the bar
their
just
team matches?
kept coming. I mean, they both do not like each other.
We know
So
But we now
the
see
interesting
why
thing is that if
John is
JT
in
does win
consideration
today
for
and
manager
Jonathan Harris
position
becomes
if
the
he
manager,
loses.
You're going to see a manager who
Because
hates
damn, he
somebody,
can talk.
or you're going to see
Yes, he
JT
can.
paired with somebody that is, I mean, I don't know. I should he probably pair him with my daughter for all I know. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you what, I love
That would
when
be
JT
something.
gets fired up. It's like when you tell him that the Rocky franchise is
this
below
Friday.
Fast
Oh, this
and the
Friday.
Furious on rankings list. He gets
So
up
you're
on
dropping
fire
that during
in his
Celebration.
eye. He looks excited to
Guys.
return and really kind of get back to where he was.
Well, I am excited for this as well. And guys, make sure, look,
This
a lot of
weekend is
live
gonna be
events happening.
amazing, but it's going to
SchmoedownLive.com.
suck.
Get those tickets
It's
for
going to
April.
be
And in
exhausting,
Houston,
but I'm
Andrew
ready.
Guy versus Ben Bateman at
Trailer,
the
reaction,
JTE
trailer,
Arena,
reaction,
May
trailer,
18th.
reaction,
Get your
Schmoedown
tickets
match,
at
reaction,
SchmoedownLive.com.
Schmoedown
Don't
match,
forget,
reaction.
any
Sleep.
one of these shows you can listen to on audio. Himalaya. Go there. Go to the bottom
Sleep?
here. You can go
What
to
is
Apple
this?
Sleep
Podcasts.
is
Leave
for
a
the
comment. Do the
weak.
review. Test your friends out. You want to say, how do I introduce my friends to the Schmoedown? Put it on in the car. Listen, we have the entire season 1
I
catalog.
don't have a
That's
car.
up there now. Season 2 will be coming. 3, 4, they'll all be up there. Test your friends. Get them hooked on the Schmoedown.
Listen
Text
to it
your
in the
friends.
shower.
That seems like a good way
Wow.
That's right. All
And
right.
I'm out.
Ken,
Bye. Bye.
Bad Blood is there, and we can do notable accomplishments for both these competitors. And first,
I
you
don't
got
have a
Jonathan
car
Harris
or license.
was nominated for Rookie of the Year last year. He also was a team finalist and
Team
was
Rookie of
also
the
part of
Year.
the number one contender match this year. Good start of the season for Jonathan Harris. And then you got JTE. He was the 2015 Ultimate Schmoedown finalist. He has had shots at the singles championship. He won the tournament back in he was a finalist in 2017 against Sam Levine, and he is the longest reigning team champion of all time, over a year and a half with his former partner Jeff Snyder.
That was quite a reign. Whether you liked him or not, you had to pay the respects. A lot of notable accomplishments, Christian. I think I'm ready to get into this.
Well, if that's the case, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia. Introducing first, representing
Of course.
the Harris brothers. He is the 2018 Rookie of the Year nominee. And
No,
the
it's Jonathan.
2018
Yeah, it
Ultimate
is.
He said it's despite
Oh,
JT.
right.
Jonathan
Yes. I mean, I'm from Pittsburgh. That's Philly, but suck it, Boston.
It definitely confused me. Yeah, he's doing well.
Yeah, sorry, Ryan, but suck it, Boston.
Okay, how many years in a row did the Patriots win the Super Bowl again?
All right.
Don't remind me.
Jonathan Harris.
All right.
Yeah.
I just don't
His
care
brother,
about football.
Lon, who's
So.
actually supporting his brother here too. There's no favoritism.
Their
America.
Super Bowl wins are as deflated as the balls they play with.
Harris has never seen a professional sporting event on television. He's not sure what Jonathan's wearing right now.
All right.
Chris wants to laugh, but he's like, nah, I'm not going to.
When was the last time Vikings?
Yes.
Wow. He is the 2017 Ultimate Schmoedown Singles Finalist and the former Movie Trivia Schmoedown Team Champion, making his return to the ring. The record of 89, Little Evil JTE. Six defenses, 6 wins for the Patriots. JTE's getting a lot of love here.
Wow, that is crazy.
When was the last time you saw JT? Look at JT mean mugging Jonathan Harris.
Look at that. JTE is back. He looks like a street fighter going into round 4 of a competition against Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Oh, it's going to be, want some cookies?
It's gonna be a very short
Do you want some
match.
milk?
You know, JTE, I can't go get a massage with you after this. I got
some milk.
Cheap shot. Cheap shot.
do it.
I don't believe for a second you watch football. You wouldn't know football from a coconut.
Ow.
What is with these
together, sir?
All right, so these two
How do you mispronounce coconut?
That was something else. It's a great leading up to everything I wanted it to be. All right, Ken, round number 1. Here's how it goes. The competitors are going to have 8 questions in an open field of movie trivia knowledge. They're going to
Case, I'll say it for you. Chris is going to get a perfect round. Case is going to be sad when he doesn't get one or come even close to getting one. I'm going to try to be better than the Europeans, but probably not.
You also have a challenge rule.
Yep,
So,
pretty much.
With that
Well done.
being said,
Nico's on point today.
JT, are you ready?
Let's do it.
Well
Jonathan,
done,
you ready?
sir.
Oh, I'm
Well
prepared.
done,
Then
sir.
let's get ready
To Schmoedown.
All right, here we go, gentlemen. Category of comedies. Who played the bumbling Otto West in A Fish Called Wanda?
Coconuts are
I have no idea. I'm just gonna go.
Within seconds, they gave us a gem.
Yeah, beautiful.
Coconuts. 5, 4,
Nico, if you get this, I'm going to be genuinely surprised.
2, 1. Evil.
Kevin Kline.
Fine.
Oh, I said Jimmy
And
Stewart.
Jonathan.
Didn't
Kevin
have
Kline.
that.
There you go. Tie game. Okay.
A little past his time.
Question number
Good
2
guess,
comes
though.
in the category of biopics. Biopics. Who stars as the titular Texas-born Tejano singer in the 1997 biopic Selena?
Oh, I've seen this movie. Damn it.
With coconuts.
No, but
Just think of a Latin singer, Nico. It's as simple as that.
5, 4, 3,
Is her name
2, 1. Jonathan.
Jennifer Lopez?
Jennifer
J-
Lopez.
I wrote J-Lo.
Selena is
Wouldn't count it.
incorrect.
Jennifer Lopez.
That's correct.
I ran out of time when I
know that
realized
she
it.
played.
But yeah, so if you repeated, you would have gotten it. Yes.
The titular.
That is the best answer I've ever
Everyone got
seen.
it. Yay! Everyone's on the board.
That is a different movie. Now, in the category of dramas, which 2017 film follows a single man raising his child prodigy niece as a normal kid, but is drawn into a custody battle with his mother?
Oh, yeah.
I know who's in it. I don't know the title.
2017 film follows a single man raising his child prodigy niece as a normal kid, but is drawn into a custody battle with his mother.
You know, I was not a normal kid.
No, I know. I know. Still aren't. 5.
I don't know the title.
I feel like I should know this, but I don't.
It's
Chris Evans is in
Gifted.
it.
Is a guess?
Oh.
Well done.
Damn it,
Marina.
Chris got it. Come on. I was like, if he doesn't get
Looking good.
Yeah.
Ross did not hurt him here. 3
I had a
points so
screening
far.
for it, but I
Next question.
completely missed
Category
it,
is
sadly.
Action-adventure. Action/adventure. Who plays Dr. Stephen Maturin in 2003's Master and Commander, The Far Side of the World?
You see that movie?
Yeah,
No,
the lead
it
actor,
does sound
so
like
I
a
hope
good
it is
wrestling
him.
main event.
It does.
you know?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jonathan?
Paul
Russell
Bettany.
Crowe?
That's
Oh,
correct.
I had John Travolta.
Oh, so then Jonathan
Yeah,
gets
we're gonna
himself.
guess.
Oh.
Yeah.
John
Okay,
Travolta
so
was
we are now
temporarily
only 1
retired
point
after-
game. JTE 3-2 over Jonathan. Next question is from Fantasy Sci-Fi. Which 2018 film starred Naomi Scott, R.J. Seiler, Bryan Cranston, and Elizabeth Banks?
This question's an error. That movie's 2017.
I'm actually thinking. I know, yeah, I was like, is that 2018?
True?
Yeah. Story from
I have no idea.
Can I get a repeat?
That's your first one, yeah.
Absolutely no idea.
JT.
2018
R.J. Seiler.
film
It's definitely
starred
that
Naomi
movie, but
Scott,
it is
R.J.
2017,
Seiler,
right?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
2017.
Yeah,
'Cause I
That's
saw
why I did a double take. Yeah.
I saw this movie in theaters the same day I saw my most hated movie of that year.
One now.
4, 3,
I got nothing.
2, 1, and JT.
Power
Power
Saban-
Rangers.
Saban's
Is
Power
correct.
Rangers.
Jonathan.
It's
I
Power
thought this was a
Rangers.
good guess. That anthology show on Amazon.
Incorrect. Good answer, but incorrect.
Nothing there.
Incorrect.
Sixth question comes in the category of animated. What kind of animal attacks the villainous Hopper the Grasshopper at the end of A Bug's Life?
It's easy.
I saw that in theaters when I used to watch
I
movies.
don't know.
That's not
Yeah,
true.
that's
With Bryan
true.
Cranston. 5, 4,
Damn it.
3, 2,
Didn't end.
1. Jonathan.
A bird.
JT
Bird.
is a bird?
Oh, good for you.
Bird. Bird's the word.
I'm tied with Nico.
Good.
No disrespect.
That's correct. That's correct.
That is correct.
All right,
That's
so,
correct.
Sorry, they're waiting for me to say it was correct. It was correct. Sorry, it was just very funny. JT.
I don't believe that was an accident. Unlike mine.
This is the bird, and it has
There
been
we go. That
flipped.
was good. All right, next one. Horror/thriller. Who starred as Rick, Lou's experienced
Oh.
assistant in the film Nightcrawler?
Oh, it's so
Great
good.
movie. Come on.
How was he not nominated for it? I mean, Jake.
Jake, yeah, that's a good question. I will never
Great
know.
question.
Who is this assistant? Damn it.
I'm the pilot.
Bodie Rook.
Bodie Rook,
I
cargo
don't know
pilot.
his name.
Where's I'm at?
Oh my
No, no. What did he write?
Is he now?
Closer, Riz Ahmed.
He has Rez Ahmed.
He did say he said it right.
Gotta
Riz
write
Ahmed.
it. Gotta write it.
We'll accept that. That is correct. Okay,
What?
so now Jonathan has now come within 1 here as we get to our final question.
Controversial.
And the final question is a Patreon question.
Join the Patreon today.
That's right, patreon.com/Schmoedown. The following question comes to you from Michael Campbell.
Hey.
Hey!
Here of the movie
If you want to
trivia
join the
show
Schmoedown
from-
one
and the
day,
category
team up
is
with him.
90s movies.
Apparently.
90s movies. Who plays good-hearted Ben, the man who decides to adopt the problem child in the film Problem Child?
I knew who he was. Just classic JTE.
Yeah, you know, we got some memorable moments
5,
already.
4 coconuts. 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
John Ritter.
Jonathan.
Oh,
John
I had
Ritter.
Bill
That's
Murray.
right, the late great John
JTE.
Ritter.
John Ritter.
Okay,
John
JT
Ritter.
gets
So,
a
6-5.
point here. This battle is still continuing. Not an easy lead here by JTE by any stretch of the imagination. 1 point here as we get into round number 2. And round number 2 works like this. The competitors are going to spin the wheel. If it lands on a category that they don't like, they can spin again. However, if it lands on opponent's choice, they have to stay, and their opponent will choose their category. Each question is worth 2 points apiece. 4 questions, 2 points apiece. Unless you go to multiple choice, then it goes down to 1 point apiece. You can steal in this round. JTE has used a JTE rule. Jonathan Harris has used one as well, and JTE has a 1 point lead. So JTE, you have an opportunity to either spin first or second, your choice.
I will spin first.
You can spin first.
Christian, don't forget, today, the wheel for today's match is sponsored by our Schmoedown patron, Justin Roby. Justin Roby.
Thank you, Justin.
Patreon.com/Schmoedown and sponsored wheel.
That's a name I haven't heard before.
Scorsese and Drew Barrymore.
All right, JT, remember to
Ooh,
spin
I
the
wouldn't
wheel,
want Drew
not the
Barrymore.
pegs. Thank you, my friend. And there's the spin by.
I feel like a lot of the answers to that to those questions would be Adam Sandler.
So far, so good. He only missed 2 questions in that first round.
Yeah.
Jonathan Harris had a pretty strong.
I do like the
round
wedding
and
singer, though.
Hit 5. So here we are. We see ourselves in an interesting position here. Uh-oh. Look at this, Ken. Look at this. Look at this.
Ooh, okay.
Take an action adventure. 4
JTE
questions for
gonna stick
JTE.
With action adventure JTE. All right, JTE, here we go. You got 4 questions in the realm of action adventure. Here's your first one. Who plays Brian Mills' ex-wife in the Taken franchise?
I know her name. I'm going to try to pronounce it the best I can. Famke Jensen?
We're going to accept
We're going to accept it.
Famke Jensen.
Man,
For the Americans.
I can barely say John Smith. Give me a break.
And I say it for the
Here you
correct
go, JT.
pronunciation.
In 1992's Under Siege, the battleship that was hijacked shares its name with which state?
Oh, God.
Wisconsin?
Oklahoma.
It's like the Wyoming or something. I think.
Wisconsin.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Missouri, B, Montana, C, Mississippi,
Montana.
D, Michigan?
Yeah, I'm thinking Montana also.
How do you people know?
5.
I just went with the one from
A,
South
Missouri,
Park.
B, Montana,
It's
C,
South Park.
Mississippi, D, Michigan.
Mississippi?
It's incorrect. Steal?
Missouri?
That's correct.
That's
for
correct.
one.
Oh.
1 point.
Oh.
Jonathan Steele.
All right, JT, here's question number 3
See,
in
why not,
action
right?
adventure.
Wow.
Who directed 1998's The Mask of Zorro?
Martin Campbell.
Martin Campbell.
That's correct. That's 2 points. That's correct.
In my opinion, his best
All right,
movie.
Here you go. JT, your final question. in
Well, there's Casino
this
Royale and
category.
GoldenEye,
You
but sure.
okay in the
Furious
head?
7. Dom and his crew have to obtain the flash drive that contains the God's Eye in which Middle Eastern
Abu Dhabi.
city?
Yeah,
That's
it is
Abu Dhabi, yes.
Well done.
Dubai?
Dude.
Incorrect?
Can I get multiple choice?
Nope.
No.
No.
Azerbaijan.
Abu Dhabi.
That's not even Middle Eastern.
Azerbaijan, Ed. Azerbaijan.
And that's a country.
JT sees himself with a 4-point
Azerbaijan
lead here.
and the
4-point lead, and now Jonathan is going to spin the
This
wheel
is true.
from the wheel, of course, and not the pegs. Otherwise, he'd be thrown out of the studio. So we're going to spin this here. There's the spin. All right, there's the spin.
There's a Lowe's Hardware near us. I'll go down and get some pegs.
We're trying.
Okay.
Slisky keeps telling me we're going to get a new one.
Come on, let's go. Let's go.
In a few weeks.
Oh, Leo.
And we land
Pixar.
on
No.
Pixar, yes,
No.
please.
Okay.
Yay.
And Irina rolls her eyes.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
4
like
questions
Pixar.
coming down in this category here for Jonathan.
Pixar films.
Not all of
Tell
them.
us I'm upset that this came up because right now these are
What was your
questions that he
favorite
can't
Pixar
answer in
movie?
his matches.
First to 4, Jonathan. First to 4. Remember, you do have multiple choice. What was the name of the human boy in The
Spot.
Good Dinosaur?
Spot.
Multiple
Yeah,
choice.
Spot.
A, Spot. B, Rex. C, Spike. D, Stinky.
Spot.
That is correct for
1
a
point.
point.
There you go.
For a point.
Ring a ding
All
ding.
right, question 2. In The Incredibles, hero costume designer Edna
Damn it.
Mode
No capes.
never
No
knew
capes.
what in her costume designs.
Capes.
That's correct for 2 points.
Uh-oh. This is
Third
getting
question.
interesting.
What was the name of the fraternity of misfits
Who's
that
my
Mike
kappa?
joins in Monsters University?
Multiple choice.
Okay.
A. Roar Omega Roar. B.
Yeah, it's Zeus
Uzma
Kappa.
Kappa. C. Omega Hal. D. Lambda.
I know the
Lambda,
shitty
Lambda.
Pixar movie for some reason.
Roar, Omega, Roar.
That's the
That is
other
incorrect,
one.
JT for Steel.
Can you repeat the multiple choice?
A.
You know there's a
Roar,
Monsters,
Omega
Inc.
Roar,
series
B.
coming out
Uzma
on Disney
Kappa,
Plus?
C. Omega Hal. D. Lambda, Lambda, Lambda.
Go B.
That is correct for
But it's like set after the movie, right?
Yeah, it's set after they take over from James Warner News.
Lloyd Sher replaced which
That could be interesting.
legendary comedian as Fillmore?
George
in
Carlin.
Cars 2?
Here's my question: who the fuck cares? It's Cars 2. Fuck that movie.
Yeah.
Multiple choice.
This is true.
A. Woody Allen. B. George Carlin. C. Dom
Wait, now I want
DeLuise.
a
D.
Cars movie
Alan
with Woody
Rickman.
George Carlin.
That's correct for a
1 point. All right. Wow, this is a close game.
11-10.
1 point
We
lead
thought this
by
would be a blowout.
JTE.
Then again,
Now, the third
TKO is still
round
possible.
could be anybody's
Yeah,
game. JTE has
technically.
had some disastrous
And
third rounds,
Jonathan
also
has
had
some
very good
always
third rounds in the
questions,
past. This is
which just
new
happened,
for Jonathan
to be
Harris.
honest.
This is his first singles match.
Oh.
All right, so round number 3 is going to
Yeah.
work like this. The competitors will pick 3 numbers from
It's true, though.
1 to 20. The
Oh,
first
yeah.
one will be worth 2 points, the second one worth 3, and the third one
I'm not
worth
even
5,
sorry.
should we get to it. So, with that being said, JTE, you have a 1-point lead. Please pick 3 numbers from 1 to 20.
6,
there a
12,
question?
13.
6, 12, and 13 for the littlest of evils, and Jonathan.
9, 10, 11.
9,
Oh.
10, 11 for
that
Jonathan
work?
Harris.
Yep,
and
he's
we begin
done.
with Jonathan Harris, category number 9.
The 3 numbers in a row curse.
Number
Mm-hmm.
9. Number 9. It is in the category of rom-coms. Rom-coms
Ah,
where love and laughter
there you go.
meet.
There you go,
Here we
Rena.
go. A 2-point
like
question.
here.
That's right.
That's right.
Who stars as Holden McNeil, a comic
I love
book
this
artist
movie.
hopelessly
Ben
in
Affleck.
love with a lesbian in 1997's Chasing Amy?
Ben Affleck.
That's correct for 2
Oh.
points to take the lead.
All
Ben
right, we
Affleck.
bounce back to JTE,
It is
who
Ben Affleck.
chose category number
Got
6.
it.
That's comic book movies.
Mhm.
Who stars as Nancy, an exotic dancer appearing in multiple
Oh, Jessica
storylines?
Alba,
in
yeah.
Yeah,
2005
Jessica Alba.
Sin
Alba.
City.
God, how do you pronounce her name?
That movie is awesome.
That's the question.
Oh, no, wait. Jessica Alba.
Hey!
Hey!
It is pronounced,
There you go.
Jessica.
Jessica Alba.
Jessica.
I was thinking of somebody else.
Jessica
and I was like, no, wait,
Alba.
I
Jessica.
believe you said Jessica.
Yes.
Jessica Alba.
All right, so JT.
JT
There
has the
we go to
lead.
category
Did
number
it say
10
Jennifer?
for Jonathan.
All right, Jonathan, your category is 80s. 3-point question coming in to take the lead.
You're too happy
Working
with
Girl
yourself.
stars
Yes, I am.
Melanie Griffith as Tess McGill, who plays her love interest.
That was-
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford.
That is correct.
points.
3
Okay.
points
All
to
right.
take the lead.
Good
All right,
movie.
so Jonathan Harris now has taken
Damn.
a 2-point lead. JT has a
This
chance.
is such a
to now
close
bounce
match,
it back
actually.
to Jonathan
I didn't
Harris.
expect this.
This is a very close matchup.
is a
And now
close.
we got number 12
Yeah, oh,
JTE,
wait, what's happening?
directors.
Right?
Directors. Who directed the 1997 sci-fi horror film Mimic?
Oh, that's mean! That's mean!
It's one that he can't pronounce, is it?
I'm going to pronounce this the best
Oh, is it Guillermo del Toro?
Guillermo del Toro?
Ah, he did it!
Schmoedown fans, he hasn't learned.
Yeah, he did it. Guillermo.
Willie the Bull.
We're going to give it to you.
We're going to give it to.
All right, so JT. All right, now we bounce back to Jonathan Harris. And now,
All right.
so Jonathan Harris has to hit the 5. If he hits the 5, it bounces back to JT and allows JTE a chance to try to win the game. However, if he misses, the evil geniuses will once again be a thing, and Jonathan Harris will become the team's manager. But that's only if he misses. Let's see.
All right, you chose number 11, Jonathan, for your final 5-point question. The category is animated. Animated
okay.
movies. All right. What 1986 animated film features the original song by Weird Al Yankovic titled Dare to Be Stupid?
Oh.
Put it back onto JTE here.
By process of elimination, I can only think of Transformers.
4, 3.
Was a Goofy movie from that year? Or no?
Oh!
Jonathan is beside himself.
He's going to be written up about that by next quarterly report.
Well, we were looking at Transformers the movie. Dare to be stupid.
Transformers the movie, but
Oh, you got it, Chris.
Prime died.
Jonathan Harris played a very, very tough game, making JTE sweat. Making JTE sweat. JTE returns, gets the victory, and just like that, the Harris brothers, no more. We now have the evil geniuses back, but JTE really had to fight for that one.
He did have to fight. He didn't get that final question, but it was a close one, 16-15, and wow, he's back though. Little Evil is back. Guillermo del Toro.
Willie the Bull, coconuts, the whole deal. It was a lot of fun. And what do you call him? The Ahmed of I don't know what he called him, but the poor guy had to change his name after that one. So now we're going to talk to Jen Sturger, who's actually going to be backstage with the evil geniuses and their manager, Jonathan Harris.
Well, thanks, Christian. This is awkward. So I'm here with the evil geniuses and their new manager, Jonathan Harris.
Thank you. Happy to be part of the team.
Yeah.
Welcome aboard.
This is definitely an odd dynamic we've got going on back here. JT, welcome back. It's great to
I won.
No, there's a mic right there.
I won.
Okay.
I won.
We're going to really have to discuss.
how about you and I switch? What did you just say? I'm sorry. You have to speak into a microphone.
I said now I am going to have some real disciplinary
Blah,
issues
blah, blah,
with
blah,
the
blah,
person
blah,
who I am
blah,
now
blah, blah,
managing.
blah.
So I should do
Listen,
manager.
a productive partnership, gentlemen, is a harmonious partnership. Jonathan, with your years in a classroom, I suspect you know this already.
I have a lot of experience quieting down little brats.
Like you're on The Bachelor and you're on a really awkward 2-on-1 date right now. I feel like that's what's happening.
I feel like I am on an academic board, and I am being divided between two people who want a leadership position on that board, and I'm just trying to have a productive board session.
Sure, my analogy was a little more relatable, but okay, we'll go with that. I mean, how is this supposed to work, guys? JT,
How's
like
it
I was
supposed to
saying,
work?
It's great to have you back.
Yeah, thank you.
Obviously, you know, you're looking great. You're feeling better. You've not worked on your pronunciation, but that's fine. Certain things pass around here.
Or spelling, for that matter.
Carries around with him. So tickle me Elmo.
It's gonna be the hit of the Christmas season, guys. So mark my words.
Oh my God.
But guys, how is this supposed to work? I mean, obviously, Emma
how's
and
it supposed
Sam
to
have
work?
to be drinking
He
if they
doesn't
think
have
that.
to do anything.
Well, I mean, it's going to be just like the Beatles in Help. We're all going to live in a big fun house, or the Monkees if you prefer. And JTE's Ringo.
More of a Stones guy myself. Sorry,
Okay,
John.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
Both
Ringo.
fine examples of the period.
What?
I'm praying for mine right now.
Hard Day's Night, the Monkees, psychedelic headphones, 60s.
You know, a little psychedelics might chill JT out a
We
little.
just got a period joke.
Richard Lester,
Wow.
Speaking of psychedelics,
two ever
let's
just
share.
stop?
What?
What's
No,
happening?
this is typical interview, by
Listen,
the way.
He's not going to be a manager. He's literally. You want your little brother to hang around while we go ahead and win this championship again? That's fine. That's what's going to happen. He'll stick around. We'll throw him over there with like I don't know, some toys. Throw him a little Lego set or something so he can just stay over there and let the men actually win and get the title.
You guys were having a pretty impressive run, obviously, before your accident. We
Yeah, I
were
was
all-
rusty as hell. I basically came in right out of the hospital.
Yeah.
That guy.
Are you still recuperating, sir? Do you need more time to relax?
Listen, as long as my insurance is going to let me go, I'm going to go. But this guy is he's not good. I understand you. It was a little bit of a close match.
I
You got
apologize that they
lucky.
canceled your HBO show Crashing.
What? What are you talking about?
I don't get it.
Back to you guys.
I don't get
They're
it.
going to do it again because the whole time they were asking about the
Like
match,
hitting
they
the
were insulting one another, and Lon's going to have a lot.
Because
on his
JTE
hands
got
here
in a
because
crash.
If they want to go into battle with a strategy of two guys who just
That's
don't
really
like each
young.
other now.
Fair enough.
It looked like my
As soon as we're
second
done,
match
I'm gonna
that really
rewind
exciting
just to
try
watch Jen
work
break down in
towards the
tears
second
again.
goal, but I don't know if
That
it's
was
gonna work out.
hilarious.
I just don't know if it's going to work out.
I don't know because the evil geniuses themselves are a really good team, and the fact that they're 1-0, I think teams should be nervous that they're back.
Oh, absolutely.
But
It's
I
a great
also
team.
think that there's something to be said about people who don't get along, and Lon's going to have a lot on his plate here.
I totally agree, and Jonathan's going to have a lot on his plate to try to make this team work.
Right.
And also in the back of his head, thinking, "Gee, if I just watched the Transformers movie on VHS one more time, maybe I'd be in this position with my brother." It's a lot at play.
But it also is another thing to be talked about is the fact that JTE is back in the singles division. This is his 8th victory. I believe he is now 8-8. If that is
Ninth.
Nine and 9.
You're right. He's 9-9. JTE is now
9-9.
9-9. He's at 500.
Eight?
So
Stop already! What the hell is that?
9-9-9-9-9-9-9-9.
You know, the Wildman versus JTE 2 was a big match back in the day, and now they're both in the crossroads of their singles career. So JTE is back.
And 9?
This was something. Ken. It was a very entertaining match.
I'll tell you what, I love having JT around. He's not only a great guy, but he's a fun and fierce competitor, and the league needs him.
Yeah, and we need you guys. So make sure. Look, here's the big thing. I know not everybody can be part of the Patreon. We get it. But what I would love for you guys.
But you only gotta watch it once to just get it.
Get it. Podcast, movie trivia Schmoedown, and I'm going to do a special promotion
Arena.
for everybody.
I think there's there's something that's very important for you to do right now.
Leave us a review on the comment section.
And it involves
SD
winning.
Review. Put hashtag SD review. Then I
Win a goldfish, yeah. Win a goldfish, yeah.
And whatever you say about it, I'll pick one out, and you will get an opportunity to have free VIP tickets at a live event when you finally get somewhere near you.
Chris,
Big time.
you know, Chris,
So
there's
there
just
you
one
go. Make sure
issue
you do
with
that.
this.
Go on
I
over
have
there,
to deal
subscribe
with
to
this
that
when the
feed.
camera's
Check out
off.
triviasd.com. Go on over to the Patreon if you can. Join over there. Join the Facebook group. Be involved as much as you can. Leave a comment. Do the likes and the shares and all that stuff. And we will see you next time.
Oh, dear.
Oh, boy.
What happened?
That happened.
Oh, jeez. Okay. So this team is gonna crash and burn, at least with the manager.
Yeah.
Honestly, we knew JTE was going to win. It was a lot closer match than a lot of people expected. We are very white right now. Goddamn camera.
Autofocus. It's fine. Keep going.
Anyway, it's just Lon and JTE. That seems like a good team. Jonathan managing. That's gonna just. It's not gonna be a Patriots. And I don't know what it will be. I don't know how long it'll exist. I just wonder who they'll face next, considering no one I know. Nico, what are your thoughts on the new team, Evil Geniuses?
Well, technically it's not a new team. It's just an old team reformed. But, yeah, I'm a little concerned for the same reasons you've just laid out. Unity usually makes for a better working cohesive unit, and right now the group as a whole does not seem unified. We have the Evil Geniuses basically consists of geniuses that one of them is little evil, the other one not so much.
It's
so
just
it's
more of a condescending snob versus pure evil.
Yeah, so personalities seem to be clashing here. Who knows, though? Maybe this will be one of those situations where the competition between the infighting actually motivates them to be better. It can happen under circumstances, but it's the unlikely of the scenarios, but it could happen. But, yeah, I think the gameplay is going to be fine in regards to JTE and Lon moving forward. It's just, again, how is the interaction with all three of them going to pan out?
I personally think that they need to grow more towards each other in terms of personality. I think that Lon needs to be more like JTE, and JTE needs to be more like Lon, just for them to, first of all, get in the same headspace together. Second of all, well, as I mentioned in one of our previous reactions, for Lon to drop his goddamn character, that he is doing way too much and probably causing him to lose matches. That's what I think. I'm not sure about that. Chris, your thoughts?
You know, going back to what Nika brought up in regards to unity and unifying towards a common goal, I actually want to go back to the very beginning of this video with the cutscene. Now, yes, officially speaking, this has always been my stance. At Houston, it's going to be revealed, oh, Ben and Andrew were just playing everybody, and then the family's going to split up, and then they're going to go back to being team action, and they'll be the same old douchebags they've always been.
Family just started.
It all just started.
It did. But to me, it would just make too much sense. Because, their characters are presented as basically man-children. Man-children don't hold a grudge for very long. So that's why, whatever, it'll be fine. But at what you saw it in Roka's face, he's like, damn it, Ben's right. We do need to work together if we have a common enemy. So maybe there needs to be some sort of unifying factor that puts the evil geniuses and Jonathan all in the same headspace. That's where I'm thinking that has to go.
Your thoughts?
Do you have thoughts? I have Lon and his brother on my fantasy team. Now I need to change that. That's my thought. I don't know. I don't think they're gonna be successful. I don't think it's gonna last more than a season if
anything.
If anything, yeah.
Fair enough.
Good luck to them. It's gonna be something.
All right, fair enough. Well, yeah, I'm very doubtful. We'll see how it pans out. Congrats to JTE for getting your 9-9 record. Once again, back to 500, which is like an insane record to have a 500 record at. But hey, it's what JTE has done in this league, apparently, over the course of 5 years already.
My God.
Yeah, he was in the first match, I believe. So, yeah, that shows why. Anyway, guys, we are closing out this video now with a lot of plugs because there's a lot coming up this weekend alone. Irina, Ryan, and myself are going to recap, give our thoughts essentially on Game of Thrones so far because this Sunday, Season 8 is starting. And of course, that means next week we'll review Season 8, the first episode of Season 8 for the next couple of weeks. Then, this weekend, what is this little thing in Chicago? I believe it's called Star Wars Celebration. It's happening. Episode 9 trailer, Mandalorian stuff, Resistance Season 2. I cannot wait for all of it. It's going to go down. We are going to react to the trailer, of course, any trailers that come out, any news that comes out that has our interest. Of course, a big, lengthy show with a big panel this Friday is the Who Cares Anyway podcast, which Chris will tell you more about in a little bit. I think he has a little bit more information about that. So yeah, stay tuned this weekend for a lot of videos. Of course, our reaction to the triple threat #1 contender match between Bibiani, Erwin, and Roka. There is so much this weekend. Oh my God. It's going to kill us. We're probably going to lack a lot of sleep, but it's going to be awesome. So, guys, check all that out. Like the video if you haven't already. Comment on the video if you haven't already. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And Chris, tell us more about the live show and plug yourself.
All right, so as Case mentioned, this Friday on the Who Cares Anime podcast, same time as always, we are going to be joined by our fellow Schmoedown reactors, the Cinefanatics. That's right, Robert and Chris Adams will be joining us to basically go over some of the stuff that's been happening in movie news, because guess what? There's, in addition to Celebration, there's been some other crazy crap going on, and on top of that, of course, the Episode 9 trailer will have dropped, so we're going to start talking about it finally, and you know what? I don't care. There's gonna be a lot of speculation because it's Episode 9.
It's probably gonna be a long show.
It's probably gonna be a long show. I'll try to keep the reins on it, unlike last week, but it's gonna be a long one. So just tune in. It's gonna be a great time. Remember, Friday night at 7:30 Central, 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Where I don't know the rest of the world's time zones.
2:30 a.m. our time.
There you go. And of course, you guys can follow me on Twitter. Sorry?
And of course, the entire panel. Brian will be there. Nico is there. Chris is there. Irina is there. I am there. And the Cinefanatics are there. So, big panel.
Big panel, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So, of course, until then, you guys can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Stardust, and Letterboxd at Skywalker Doman. Please. Follow this channel on Twitter and Instagram at D2A channel, like our Facebook page, and I have an announcement that I will make at next week's live show. Not this week, but next week. Stay tuned for that.
Indeed. All right. Nico, plug yourself if you have it all written down.
Yes!
Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, at Nico Suave Regoli. Spellings here. Combat Wrestling Trivia is the name of the Facebook group. Combat Wrestling Network is the name of the YouTube channel. The poorly made Twitter handle is Combat Wrestling, the number 2. If you like wrestling trivia, we have the heavyweight and middleweight divisions. And every Wednesday afternoon, the Raw and SmackDown Breakdown hosted by Adonis Nazario and James Berryman III. Multiplex Entertainment is the name of the YouTube channel and the Facebook group. The Twitter is at MultiplexYT. The Instagram is Multiplex Entertainment Network. tpublic.com/user/multiplex. Me and Zadius Smith host the Intergeekdom discussion show called Crisis on Earthplex every Wednesday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to talk a little bit about the Star Wars Celebration at the end of tonight's episode, Wednesday's episode, and also rooting for Molly Damon to become the new Star Wars champion by the end of this week.
That will be something.
Yes.
You don't have any plugs?
I'm here sometimes.
Here sometimes. Irina Mahua on Facebook and Twitter, I believe. Anywho, guys, you can follow me at Dutch Movie Guy on Twitter, Case Cornelius on Letterboxd and Facebook. Competing at Multiplex and Full Metal. Oh wait, yeah. My Full Metal Geek debut is up. If you haven't checked it out already,
check it out.
New points record holder, yay! So that's a high scoring match. Check it out. And I think that's about it. So
one more thing. The Multiplex guys, myself not included, are doing a lot of stuff in Chicago this week as part of the Schmoedown meetups. So go check them out. I'm pretty sure they have some live title matches coming out. So be prepared for that. Stay tuned for updates coming from them, not from me, because, again, I'm not going to be there with them.
You suck. Anyway, I kid. Anyway, guys, we'll see you at whatever our next video is because there are going to be a lot. So until then, take care.
Yeah.